To understand who a person really is, what he breathes and lives, what he believes in and how he is going to be realized in this life, he needs to be tested. People change. It happens that a person was kind and good, and then unexpectedly a huge fortune fell on him, and he radically changes. Unfortunately, most people change for the worse. After all, in order to become better and cleaner, it is necessary to make great efforts, working on yourself quite consciously. And in order to get worse, you don't have to do anything, you just have to go with the flow. A person who does not struggle with his shortcomings will invariably always degrade. In medicine, such people are diagnosed with dementia, that is, senile dementia. After all, we know that in ancient times the young came to the old for advice. They were wise, had gained a lot of life experience and could teach and prompt. And now we see a huge number of adults who did not work on themselves, lived only in material things, without developing spiritual qualities in themselves. Such people can't teach the young anything. They've wasted their lives. You can degrade at any age, especially if a person is prone to bad habits, alcoholism, chemicals, and other bad excesses. Absolutely, at any stage of life, people can slip into the abyss, but only a few will be able to get out of it. Believers say that the Lord Himself is testing us. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter now. The important thing is that we have to endure all the hardships with honor. The higher powers select the best for further evolution, and it is easiest to experience temptations and various troubles. This is a kind of exam for a person, which shows how he will act in a given situation. No one forces you to do anything, we always have a choice, and your future life depends only on it. The easiest way is to tempt with base needs and money. As a rule, it is money that shows the whole essence of a person. Kind, fair and good can turn into greedy, vicious, and cruel in an instant. There are different temptations, and the Almighty chooses them according to the law of karma. If a person did something wrong in a previous life, then in a new incarnation he is given a similar situation. And here it already depends on the choice that he will make. If he does the wrong thing again, then a karmic knot is tied. That is, the situation gets worse. It will arise in different interpretations over and over again until the right choice is made. That is, we bring all these temptations upon ourselves. The law of causation works, which is why various troubles arise in our lives, family breakdown, poverty, accidents, loss of property, and so on. The wrong choice always leads to even bigger problems. The right one, various benefits and good consequences. The law of karma always works with everyone, especially it is easy to notice in social life. Remember, for a good deed you will be repaid with kindness, for an evil one, with evil. There is nothing accidental in this world. If you look into the causes of misfortunes, it always turns out that the culprit is the person himself. Life sends us various problems and difficulties. After all, it is in extreme conditions, when trouble comes, that you can understand what kind of person you are. By the way, it is necessary to remember that the Lord never sends us trials that we could not endure. He has no purpose to destroy a person. The meaning of these tests is to check what you really are. The law of cause and effect is popularly called the boomerang law. To make it even clearer, we can recall the old proverb, what you sow, you reap. Agree that this is obvious. If you sow a field with wheat, then you will harvest wheat, and not a crop of potatoes or bananas. So it is in life. Our every word, deed and action has its consequences. It's just a pity that not everyone realizes this. Therefore, we allow ourselves quarrels, conflicts, swearing and cursing. And then it all comes back to us, and in double volume. This is how the boomerang law works. The higher mind does not want to show or prove anything to us, it just gives us problems to solve. Everyone has their own destiny. Fate. This is an event series in every area of our lives. Each of us has our own specific task, how we should fix our lives, how to change ourselves, what we do not understand. For example, a person needs to improve, become kinder and more merciful to others. How can he achieve this goal? If you sit on the couch in a calm environment, then nothing will happen. Therefore, specific situations arise that provoke a person, pull out all the worst from him, resentment, anger, malice. And our task is to understand that if we succumb to these qualities, it will only get worse. That is, the lesson will not be learned, and after a while life will create a similar situation again. Fate is a series of events through which we can see ourselves, in order to become better and to change other people, and maybe the whole world. But in any case, you need to start with yourself. You need to learn to see the lessons of life, and they are in ourselves, in our character traits. The laws and tasks of every life have a certain peculiarity. This can be compared to the learning process, when they first give you a problem to teach you how to solve it. Then they give you a job to work on your own. And then there will be a test to understand exactly what the person is coping with. Before coming into this world, incarnating in a human body, the soul chooses lessons for itself, the necessary experience to go through. She chooses her own destiny, people and events that will lead to problematic situations. And a person, going through all these trials, solves problems, learns to be kinder and more merciful. Man is a biosocial being. It harmoniously combines these two concepts. On the one hand, it has many animal characteristics. However, on the other hand, a person is a product of society, which can grow and develop normally only in society, not otherwise. It is defined according to such characteristics as an individual, personality, person, personality. An individual is a single concrete person who possesses all social and psychological traits, reason, will, needs, interests. The term individual is commonly used to distinguish a person as a separate individual from others. Individuality is the psychosomatic organization of a personality, making it a unique representative of the human race. The concept of individuality means a person who is one of many, standing out among them by purely personal properties, in appearance, manner of behavior and speech, character traits, temperament, intellectual and physical abilities. A personality is a representative of society, comprising a set of socially significant features, properties that he implements in public life. This term is used to refer to a person with socially significant qualities. Not every person can be a person. They are born as individuals, acquire individuality, and become a person as a result of socialization. Socialization is a two-way process that includes the development of an individual's own experience through his entry into a social environment, a system of social connections. The process of active reproduction by an individual of a system of social connections due to its active introduction into the social environment. There are the following stages of socialization: primary family, kindergartens. The middle one is a school. The final stage is the development of social roles: spouse, parent, grandfather. More common is the division into primary when the personality has not yet been formed, and secondary socialization. The process of socialization is influenced by agents of socialization. These are persons in direct interaction with whom a person's life takes place. The agents of socialization include family, education, public organizations, political institutions, national traditions and customs, mass media. Institutions of socialization are social institutions that influence and guide the process of socialization. Institutions of socialization are divided into primary and secondary. Primary institutions: family, kindergarten, school. The secondary ones are the media, the army, and the church. As you have already understood, there is no equal sign between the term personality and individual. Why? The main difference between a personality and an individual is in awareness and the ability to control one's own actions, take responsibility for them, and make decisions. The peculiarity is in willpower, which is expressed not in the thirst for self-expression among others, but in the desire to become the best version of yourself. Usually, a person evaluates personal qualities in himself independently through internal analysis.